It was a cold October morning at a small café in New York City. The air smelled of roasted coffee beans and rain. A man named Daniel, a single father in his mid-30s, sat quietly at a corner table with his 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Her bright blue eyes sparkled as she traced shapes on the foggy window, waiting for her hot chocolate. Daniel looked tired, but there was warmth in his face, the kind of look that comes from loving someone more than yourself. At the counter, a young woman in her 20s stood arguing softly with the cashier. She was tall, elegant, with soft blonde hair tied back in a bun, and she spoke with a thick German accent. Something about her seemed out of place, like she didn't belong in the busy rhythm of the cafe. Her words came out fast in German, frustration coloring her tone. The cashier looked helpless. Nobody around understood what she was saying. That's when Daniel looked up, listened for a moment, and smiled. Before we jump deeper into this heartwarming story, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel, your channel name. We share real, emotional, and inspiring stories that remind us all about the power of kindness. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to help spread positivity to others who might need it today. Daniel stood up and walked toward the counter, his hands still holding Lily's tiny mittens. The young woman was near tears now, struggling to explain that her card wasn't working and she didn't have cash. In perfect German, Daniel said softly, Entschuldigung, kann ich helfen? Excuse me, can I help? The woman froze, eyes wide. For a moment, the whole cafe seemed to fall silent. Then she blinked and asked, almost whispering, you speak German? Daniel smiled and nodded. I lived in Munich for a few years. What's going on? Relief washed over her face as she explained that she had just arrived from Germany that morning. Her bank had flagged her card for suspicious activity, and she couldn't pay for her coffee or the croissant she had already eaten. Embarrassed, she tried to explain, but nobody could understand her. Daniel reached into his wallet and quietly handed the cashier a few dollars. I've got it, he said. The young woman's cheeks turned pink. Oh no, I can't let you do that, she said, switching to English now. Daniel shrugged. It's okay. Just coffee. Welcome to New York. Her eyes softened. You're very kind, she said. Most people just stared at me like I was crazy. Daniel chuckled. New York can be tough like that. Don't take it personally. He started to turn back to his table, but the woman stopped him. Please, she said. Let me at least sit with you and your daughter. I owe you a thank you. Lily's face lit up as the woman sat down. You talk funny, she giggled. The woman laughed. I do, don't I? My name is Sophia. Daniel smiled, introducing himself and Lily. The three of them talked for nearly an hour. Sophia shared that she had come to New York to handle part of her late father's business. She was the heiress to a large German manufacturing company, something she mentioned only when Daniel asked what brought her so far from home. But what struck Daniel most wasn't her wealth or background, it was her sadness. There was a loneliness in her eyes that he recognized immediately. The kind that comes from losing someone. Lily, being the bright spirit she was, chattered away about school, her favorite cartoon, and how her daddy made the best pancakes. Sophia laughed, really laughed, for the first time in weeks. When they finally stood to leave, Sophia looked at Daniel and said softly, You didn't just buy me coffee today. You reminded me that people can be kind without wanting something in return. Daniel smiled. Sometimes kindness is the only language everyone understands. Over the next few weeks, Sophia and Daniel kept in touch. What started as coffee turned into long walks through Central Park and late-night talks about life. Sophia found comfort in Daniel's simplicity, his quiet strength as a single dad who worked 2 jobs just to give his daughter a good life. She once asked him, Don't you ever get tired? He looked at her and said, Of course I do. But when Lily smiles, it's like I get recharged. You can't buy that kind of joy. Sophia felt something shift inside her that day. Growing up in wealth, she had everything money could buy except connection. People around her always wanted something, status, favors, influence. But Daniel's kindness had no price tag. It was real. One evening, Daniel got a call. It was Sophia, her voice trembling. "Can you come to my hotel? Please." He rushed there immediately, worried. When he arrived, she was sitting on the floor surrounded by papers and photos. "I just found out my father left most of his company to charity," she said, tears streaming down her face. "Everyone back home thinks I'm stupid for not fighting it. But I don't care about the money. I don't know what to do now." Daniel knelt beside her. "Maybe it's not about what you lost. Maybe it's about what you can build next." She looked up at him, confused. "You said your father's company helped a lot of people," Daniel continued. "Maybe that's your next step, to keep helping others. Kindness runs in the family, right?" Sophia stared at him for a long moment. Then she laughed through her tears. "You always know what to say." Weeks turned into months. Sophia decided to stay in New York a little longer. She started volunteering at a local shelter where Daniel and Lily sometimes helped out on weekends. It became their shared mission, 3 souls, from completely different worlds, connected through kindness. One afternoon, as they handed out meals together, Sophia leaned down to help an elderly woman who spoke only German. Daniel watched as she smiled and gently said, "Du bist nicht allein." "You're not alone." The old woman's eyes filled with tears. Daniel couldn't help but smile. Sophia was learning that kindness, like language, didn't need translation. But one day, Daniel got a surprise. Sophia showed up at his door, holding a small envelope. "What's this?" he asked. She smiled shyly. "Open it." Inside was a handwritten note and a business card. The note read, "Daniel, your kindness changed how I see the world. I want to open a new branch of my father's foundation right here in New York. It will help single parents like you find stable jobs, affordable childcare, and education for their kids. You'll run it with me. I can't think of anyone more honest or deserving." Daniel was speechless. "Sophia, I can't accept this." "Yes, you can," she said firmly. "You once told me kindness is a language everyone understands. Well, I'm just speaking it back to you." Tears filled Daniel's eyes. For the first time in years, he felt truly seen, not as a struggling single dad, but as someone capable of changing lives. A year later, the foundation officially opened. The grand hall was filled with families, volunteers, and reporters. Sophia stood at the podium, looking radiant in a simple white dress. Daniel and Lily stood beside her. When she began her speech, she smiled at Daniel before saying, "This project began with a cup of coffee and a stranger who understood every word I said when no one else did. He didn't know I was an heiress. He didn't care. He simply saw a person in need and offered kindness. That's the kind of world I want to build." Applause filled the room. Daniel looked down at Lily, who whispered proudly, "Daddy, that's you." He laughed softly, his heart full. In the months that followed, the foundation helped hundreds of parents and children find hope again. Daniel continued to work side by side with Sophia, building something that mattered not out of wealth, but out of compassion. And though no one ever said it out loud, everyone who met them could feel it. Kindness had turned strangers into family. Sometimes, kindness speaks louder than any language. It bridges worlds, heals pain, and connects hearts that would otherwise never meet. Daniel didn't know that one small act, buying a cup of coffee, would change not just his life, but so many others. So if you ever wonder whether kindness matters, remember this story. Because the truth is, you never know who's listening or how far a little compassion can go. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to your channel name. Like, comment, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that kindness still exists and that sometimes, understanding begins with a single, simple word, hello.